the demographic area. I cannot say that only the school teachers I'm targeting, but school teachers, they are spread across the world. College teachers across the world. Okay, it's nowhere I can say that I can sell this particular product to only this locality or this particular part of the city or this particular part of the flat or a block or etc. Right? So it is not pertaining to any sociographic or a demographic. Okay, but preferably I say sociographic. Preferably I say sociographic, because what product I'm using it to write it can be used by a child of age 5, child of age 15, child of age 25, a teacher of age 30, a teacher of age 50, teacher of age 60, anyone. Right? Anyone. So the very first thing is you need to know who is your customer or the right customer. Okay, for your problem to be solved and the solution can be given to, right? The next step is the step 2. Okay, so what is the problem of the customer? I know who is the customer now. My customer is a teacher. So I'm just taking, because I myself is a teacher or a mother, right? So I treat myself as a customer means, okay, so what is the problem of that customer? In this pandemic situation, all of us, we faced it, isn't it? So when the first wave was there, nothing was known to us. Okay, we were using it, all our digital mode or virtual mode, but we were not well versed with it. We were really not knowing. Honestly, I'll tell, I myself, I was not knowing it. So what is the problem of mine as a faculty? How much the problems we were facing it in that pandemic to convince my students online teaching, just by putting a presentation, just by showcasing the demo of a program will not convince, will not be justifying to my profession or my way of making my audience or my children to understand, my students to understand, isn't it? So we need to make a lot of assumptions of the problems. Okay, so what you and me think of yours or our customers, like myself is a customer who has gone with that particular problem, and we need to make a validation by making lot of assumptions. Can I give a webcam? Can I give a Microsoft built-in whiteboard? If the team's legally available software is with the teacher and the children, then they can use it. They need not invest again on it. Okay, so the best scenarios, the best examples we can give it ourselves as the faculties and the students, where we can see the realistic of the problem of the customer. Like us itself, we are faced this problem. So then the second step is, what is the actual problem of the customer? This is one important thing. Then I know the target, who is my customer, and what is the problem of the customer also I understood. Next I go for third step. Is it really the customer is aware of the problem? This makes very much sense, because we are facing problems, traffic problem, cooking problem, getting the gas problem, getting the groceries problem in this pandemic, isn't it? Because we are scared to go outside. But really we are knowing that what is that problem, so we are having the awareness of the problem. So is the customer is aware of the problem? We need to cross check. Simply we cannot bring out the solution for that which even the customer is not at all aware of it. Please understand this. Then only we can fit in our solution to that particular problem at the end. Okay, so customers need to know about their problem in a better way, and it may be any sense that they have to realize, and they should not be saying that their problem is not that problem which cannot be solved. Their problem is to be solved or can be solved. So like that kind of an awareness, that kind of a information to be given. But it's very hard that everyone will not oblige, everyone will not identify themselves, what they are into, what problems they are facing into. Is there any possible solution for that? So that's why a lot of customers will run into problems only, never ending. It is like etc. I can put dots, never ending, right? But once we bring out the awareness of the problem with the customer and bring them to make an understanding of their problem in a better perspective, and we make them to realize about the problem, then we can move ahead for the next step. We, the people, are going to give the problem solution, or the problem solution is nothing but a product, I call it as. Okay, so where there is a place to fit in my problem, but I'm going to showcase that what is your service or what is your requirement, so that I'm going to provide it in my next step. Okay, so once you have found out a validate and important problem, because there are n number of problems in our day-to-day life also, but we need to prioritize which need to be addressed. I need to put a ranking. This is my first priority, this is my second priority, this is my third priority, right? So very simple example I can give you as a scenario. Okay, so I was stuck up in a 4-hour session today, but when sir asked me, so that the highest priority is mine. This is an outreach program. As an innovation ambassador, I need to take this upon a priority. So I need to make myself in such a way that realization, what is the solution? So I need to realize the solution for my problem, means the customer has to validate the problem, that in turn make the customer to realize their solution or find out their solution. So which will describe what kind of the benefits and the functionalities or what kind of a service they can give it. So now my service is trying to be on dot, joining to the session and starting the session and making you with my little knowledge what I'm having it in my, the topic for the day is problem solution fit or product market fit. I can just share it with you. What I understood and what I am facing it as a mother, as a faculty, as a HOD, I'm just sharing it with you. Okay. So next, the fifth step is, let me use this slide itself. Okay. So the fifth step, once I know what is yours are my product or service, then immediately I need to find out an alternative solution. Please understand this. Anyway, here we are into solution only. We know that I need to take a shortest path which my Google map is shown me. Okay, 3 alternative paths to reach from my flat to SVCE. So I need to choose based upon the congestion, but still there is one more alternative for me I can think of. If something goes wrong in my one route, whether my second route will be helping me or my second solution is helping me to reach my goal or reach my target or to reach my destination, right? So what are the alternative solutions? Even this has to be in our mindset before we could give the solution to anyone or to ourselves. So alternative solution for the customer, alternative solutions for the customer, right? So when I say that alternative solutions to the customer, I took just reaching from my home to workplace. There are a lot of realistic examples. Every day we are into it, every moment we are into it, but we are not aware of it. None of us are not aware of it, right? Then the next is, we need to do a lot of consideration for ourselves as the customer while choosing the solution. Simply there are 3 routes given by my Google map. Blindly I cannot choose. I know that there is an alternative path. I need to think, oh, there is a village which comes in between. I think right now the Google map is not showing that there is no congestion, but the school is there on the road, the children will be going, school vans will be going, most of the personal vehicles to drop the children are going. Even though there is no traffic signal, a big wide 80 feet, 100 feet road, but still there is a problem for me to reach my destination. So you need to take into considerations that what is important for me and what kind of a route I need to take. So what are the possible ways to optimize my solution? So you need to do that. So you need to consider the proper solution to be choiced. Proper solution to be choiced. Okay, choiced. Then once I do this also, again my product is ready, means my solution is ready, to be frank, solution or service is ready, but really whether this choiced solution is solving my customer problem, is solving my customer problem. Really I'm touching 100% or more than 100% solution to my customer. Okay, so we need to see from the perspective of the market, we need to see from the perspective of business. Now I'm talking about education institute or education academics I'm talking about, but what are the important parts of our business or product or service? So we need to map it, we need to see as much as possible what is the found solution. So that found solution is solving the customer problems to the fullest. So effectively, efficiently, we need to make sure that the sufficient proof, sufficient evidence, we can give it to that problem solution or a product or a service which can actually solve the customer problems. So these are the various, okay, sorry, one more step is there. The last one is we need to build this problem solution, right? So that is build comes here. Okay, so we need to measure. See, for everything the measuring means quantifying is very important. Quantification. So without the measure, no one will work, man. Can we work without salary to our organizations? No. Can the student take a placement offer letter from a company for ₹0 salary? No. We are going to measure our skills. We are going to measure our work. We are going to share the knowledge, but we try to measure it with some quantification measures. So wherein we are going to check all our learned process from step 1 to step 7 to completely give the matter about like how the assumptions and validations can fit into the market. So there the build and quantification or measuring will come in the life cycle of a problem solution fit. Okay, so this is one simple example of puzzle, and I took an example of traffic or something like to move ahead with the presentation for the day. So now we will talk. The problem solution fit is very much similar to your product market fit. So as I mentioned, this puzzle piece is my product. To be frank, this puzzle piece is my market. So where I need to fit, this only the portion I can fit in. This is the only portion I can fit in. Okay. So this is a simple pyramid. To be frank, it is called as a product market fit pyramid. It has been called as. Okay. So there are a lot of terms, but priorly I would like to introduce you in a layman perspective. Then I will talk to you about the terms which are there in the pyramid as the phases. Okay. But once we need to understand, this whole pyramid is divided into two. One is product, another one is market. Okay, so what is the literal simple meaning of this product market fit? Okay, so this product market fit is nothing but putting ourselves or yourself in a right market with a right product or a right service in the right market which is being satisfied with. I'll just repeat, we need to put ourselves or yourself, okay, the right market, see the right market with the right product, okay, with the right product and right time, right service, okay, and end of the day when I do the service, it can't be a charitable, right? I need to get my satisfaction. I need to get my satisfaction. This is the literally a simple meaning of product market fit means putting ourselves in the right market with the right product or a right service that makes the market is satisfied with. Okay, so it was being originally given by the person by name actually Steve Blank in a customer development model. Okay, originally it has come this particular definition or this particular diagram which is being picked up from the source of Steve Blank only. Okay, so normally in a startup world, okay, it has been well defined that the term that whether or not a company got a successful product, that what they started to scale. See, one thing we need to understand, our intention is not to get a new product. Please understand this. Our intention is not to get a new product because we don't know when we design and develop our idea as a new product, whether we don't know whether we are going to reach the right customer, the right market, okay, right time, right speed, okay, right value, that is cost, which is very much important, and even the right way can I differentiate it my product. Okay, please ever never we should do that. because there are a lot of success stories for this product market fit in our real time examples of the world, which already we are familiar with it. Probably I'll take it up little while later. And there are success stories also, and there are failures also. Okay, so the real time failures are also there. Who are the pioneers in the world, who made money like anything. They hit the global market like anything, but still they are not there in the market currently because they could not fit it. They could not fit it to the new trends. They could not satisfy the customers in the right time, in the right way, in the right speed, and the right value. Okay. So here the pyramid, I'll just come back, the product and the market fit pyramid. So wherein it has been divided into two parts as I mentioned. So one is the first, the upper portion of the triangle, that is the pyramid portion, is called as a product fit. That is the solution space we call it as. So this one is actually the solution space, and this is actually the problem space. So that's why the title is given as problem solution fit, problem solution fit, or product market fit. Both are actually gives the same. Okay, so here one thing we need to understand when we talk about the product market fit. See, customers are not fully understanding what value your product or your service is actually providing. So we need to understand that. And even customers are not talking about your product, and this is most important. Mouth to mouth, we say. Mouth to mouth, the marketing should happen. It's not that how much I spend on ad, how much I spend on TV, how much I spend on celebrity. No, never it comes into the reality. Okay, so there are some things which goes from mouth to mouth. Yes, this product is very good. When I experience it, I share it. And very simple examples, I take it as an online vegetable applications. We are all very much familiar from last 20 to 23 months, if I'm not wrong, 23 months, due to pandemic, we all started buying the vegetables as we, the homemakers, ladies, working women, we started buying because of this pandemic. We are scared to go buy it, touch it, bring it, all those things. Okay, so why that apps are making a lot of money, a lot of profit, and they are fit into the market? Why? Because it's the mouth to mouth. They didn't do any investment on advertisement. They didn't do a lot of money to be spent on any kind of a celebrity to be there. Is it you are able to see that Big Basket, Milk Basket, Pickily, Zepto? Okay, in sociographic it is there. I do agree. Sociographic it is there. Through social media, it is going from mouth to mouth, flat to flat, house to house, location to location, college to college, one company to another company. The ladies themselves are spreading. Yes, when I'm satisfied with my product, what it has been received by the market, today morning 5:30, won't I give a mouth to mouth positive remark to that particular company? Then obviously then 10 people will increase in my blog. Okay, then again next day, next month, with the reviews, what we get it in our social graphic means your WhatsApp, your Kaizala communications, which is making the product to sustain in the market. So again the word sustainability come. Not only just bringing an app, not only just giving a service or a product to the market, fitting into the market, but once we see the target customers where I can touch, these are my target customers, then I have to also see the underserved needs. Yes, this flat is located very isolated place. All of them, they need to take car and come out and go to the grocery shop or a supermarket. So if I bring that one small tie-up with a vegetable vendor, and I can tie up to make the service to happen to that particular block with the 450 houses, then obviously think about it. Where you are going to give the problem space to be understandable and fitting that solution based upon the value proposition and future set. And this is actually user interface. UX stands for user interface. So still I'm not really going into the technical jargons. In a layman perspective, I'm just taking the realistic examples to justify this particular pyramid. Then comes, what is the difference with this problem solution fit? Okay, what is this? How can we differentiate? We always speak, okay, we always speak, there is a solution for the problem and I can fit this solution for this problem. And solution fit, or the problem solution fit, is actually a part of customer discovery process. See, you can't leave this fellow. Customer is so mandate. Okay, customer discovery process. Okay, so you are looking at more problems what your customer is facing, because I know as a lady, I know what is the pain of a lady, what is the pain of a mom to cook and pack everything before 7:30 or 8 o'clock, because she is also a working woman, she need to rush, right? So she creates the problem because she know that yesterday, day before yesterday, or in the previous day night only, she is going to see that what kind of a solution which will be found out for her problem today, what it is created, isn't it? So the result of the problem solution fit is a solution actually solves your customer problem. I'll repeat once again. Whatever we try to find out the problem yesterday evening, we will try to fix that problem to be solved by night only, and our solution outcome will be there in front of our door in the early morning 5:30. So problem solution fit is a solution that actually solves our problems or customers' problem. So in that sense, there are a lot of stages of the problem solution fit or product market fit. So this is one simple thing which I spoke to you, like what is a gain, what is a pain of a person, and what jobs and how, who are your customers and why would they buy this particular one, or if I am existing I can do this, if the app exists I can do it, and what is my age, why I am going to use that. So this is just a pictorial representation of all the problems and even the solutions. Okay, so there are three stages actually in this product market fit, and this is a small Venn diagram which is been very perfectly depicting your product. Your product is going to fit into the market, and here lies the success. Here lies the success. Your Venn diagram gives you the meaning for this problem solution fit or product market fit. Okay, so as I mentioned, there are three stages of the startup or the problem solution fit or a product market fit. So when I'm thinking of starting my own startup, so I need to follow these three stages. So the very first thing is, even though I said that problem solution fit or product market fit goes hand in hand, but these are the three stages. These are the three stages. Actually, the scale is the last one. We will keep it a little bit pending. So we'll just touch this. Already I started speaking to you about this problem solution fit. So where the problem solution fit is giving you the answer that what I have a problem worth solving. Every problem cannot be solved really. Morning 10 problems comes into picture in the kitchen, but we will not be spending our energy and the valuable time to solve those 10 problems. What is my high priority? Cooking and serving my children and my family the breakfast. Finish up that. 10 problems, one is solved, because I need to treat that. I need to give a priority, right? Please make an understanding. Okay, so I need to make a formation here. There are a lot of problems, but do I have to solve the problems, all the problems parallelly? No, I'm not a robot, right? I'm not with a cloning or virtual VR, AR, VR. I don't have 10 Nirmalas cannot be there in the kitchen to do that, correct? No? So, do I have the problem worth solving? Yes, morning, preparing breakfast and lunch is only my high priority problem, which is worth of solving it in that moment, 5:30 to 7:30 or 6 o'clock to 7:30, correct? So, there is a mission, vision, strategy, come. These are the technical jargons. So, mission, okay, the vision and the strategy come into picture. Strategy come into picture when we look at it. So this problem solution fit actually talks about the problem solution fit in terms of idea. What is the idea for me to solve my highest priority problem? Then after getting that idea, I try to bring out a concept. These are the technical terms of our startup or the complete life cycle of our innovation or of our problem solution of our product market. Okay, so this particular portion will be delivered very much as the transformation of the solutions which can be fit into the optimized product or a service. Our optimization is serving my family in a right way, the right hygiene food on a right time to my right target audience. My audience are nothing but my family members. Okay, so this is about the first stage. So the same thing is being depicted very well in a flow where we can understand that the problem solution fit falls under this, where the idea and the concept come, where the idea and the concept come. But that idea and the concept has to bring into the outcome where the product market fit come, which is the second phase here, to be frank. The committing, validating, it comes as vision or the founder's fit, which is nothing but my second stage, which is being defined here as the product market fit. Okay, the product market fit. And one more important question will raise among all of us. Why is this product market fit is so important? Once I got the solution and I know what I'm going to cook and serve my people in a very hygiene way to maintain their health and immunity in this condition, why I need to go for this product market fit? Why it is so product market fit important to me? Okay, so here the one thing we need to understand, it's actually the reason why we need to bother about this phase, to grow. We need to validate ourselves. Today what I am cooking, what could be the side effects, or can I bring out some additional ingredients, can I bring out some additional quantifying ingredients in terms of measure. If I put it, probably the taste may increase, the aroma increase, and even the hygiene and the health also will improvise. The same thing comes into the product market also. I need to validate. When I'm starting a startup, I cannot be a failure. Okay, I cannot fail my product. I cannot close my company. Okay, I need to sustain with a good what you could say that the market trend, and I'm going to fit in my product into the properly to the market, because what we are going to bring it as a product to the market, no, so no one actually wants such kind of products. I should not bring. I should bring in such a way that validating what I'm going to give, it should be asked by them again next 2-3 days later. What I'm giving them today, a new recipe, in such a way that I need to validate that people should ask me for it. Mama, you cook it for me next week also, because you have done wonderfully. The taste was good, aroma was good, and healthy food, hygiene food, very high protein, high fibered food. So like that, the same thing we need to imitate it for the product market. So that's why the product market fit is very, very, very much important than we could see our colorful stars in terms of scaling, because that is the growth we are establishing. We are making our business models to come into picture, and we're going to fit our business models into the market, and we are growing in terms of cost or price or money. This is ultimate. Okay, without this nothing can be there. Every day what we are doing for our livelihood, to alive, to be happy, right? So this is about the second stage, which is being projected here. Okay, the committing, the commitment, the validating for with the MVP. We in short form we call it as MVP, the minimum viable products, and validating and iterating, and we are trying to bring out in such a way that it should not be a failure. It should be a successful product which can be fit into the market. So that's where these different stages come into act everywhere. It is not like in one place. It is not like in one place. Even in our teaching, even in our idea to be incorporated and made it as a concept and bring out a prototype, our prototype should not be died there only. Prototype should not be died. Proof of concept should not die. And please, one more thing, make a note and underline. Don't ever, never try to venture into a new product. Don't ever, never. If it is really worth and unique that you can defend sitting in the society and the country and the global market, that my product is very much unique, my teaching learning methodology is unique, then I can sustain. Always we try to see, bring out an improvised, there is an existing product, there is an existing app. Okay, so in this sense I can list out a lot of successful products which are sustaining the market and doing very good in terms of millions to billions of rupees of profit currently. Okay, and very simple example I'll take it. about this product market fit. We are all facing the pandemic situation. Right now we are not, but still we are taking the precautionary measure, right? All of us are using mask. Okay, right now I'm speaking in a session. Even I also removed the mask and I on the camera. Okay, but when the pandemic in 2019 started with the COVID, and in 19 it has started, and 20 it hit to be frank, in India, when the curfew was announced, what was the situation of our India? In what kind of panic and pandemic, the emotionally, morally, economically, we were gone down like anything. First wave, right? There some products came into market. What are they? Those masks and sanitizers, isn't it? The best example for the product market fit is this. Huge demand for the sanitizers, huge demand for the mask. In a layman and the daily perspective of all human beings to sustain, I'm talking, I'm not going into medicine field. Okay. Everyone has to buy a mask and wear it, and everyone has to use every moment. If I touch something, if I hold something, if I cook something, also I need to wash my hand, I need to put sanitizer. Correct, no? Sanitizer sprays came. Initially it came like a thick liquid, then the spray came, then lot has come. Isn't it? Mask. But right time the mask has come. A lot of companies started making the mask. Lot of people bought in the branded mask also, local mask also. But who are really sustaining in this particular third wave? Please understand. Still mask is there. I don't say no for it. First wave also, and second wave also, and even in the third wave as a precautionary, all of us, to maintain the guidelines given by the government of Karnataka and India, we need to wear mask and maintain the distance, everything. But still, how many mask companies are still sustained with their profit right now? Not all, but initially it was. Okay, so there the best example for product market fit or problem solution fit is our mask. And one more thing, I will come back to this sanitizer again. First wave, second wave, sanitizers made money irrespective of the brand. Okay, who are affordable to buy, they were buying the very high branded sustained company products. But where the low below poverty line or moderately above poverty line, or the other people, okay, can buy that, but still they were also buying. So sanitizers were very much hit the market in first and second wave. But third wave, is it, are we using sanitizers so much like first wave, second wave? No. Now it is a failure. Failure. To be frank, actually, it's a failure. But still mask is there. But right time, right target, right people in a right efficiency and cost wise, you can touch that. But sanitizers, the boom has come down, because now we are not putting sanitizer so much like how we were using that. No, correct? So this is one of the scenario or a real-time example for the product market fit. And there are a lot of reasons I can give it for a startup to fail, wherein they are not able to make their product to be fit. But you need to understand something which is most important, I could tell you in a very layman perspective, which I understood and I am also experiencing in my day-to-day life. So we need to know very much important when I come to this product market fit. Okay, so I need to see the target segment. Who are my end customers? Okay, who are my target audience or customers? So target segment is very much. Simply I cannot make the mask after 2-3 years later. It's a waste. No pandemic, no COVID. Then what is the fun of using that mask? We are all eagerly waiting, right? When the day will come. We are really bugged up by wearing that 2-layer, 3-layered mask. Suffocation inside. Our own carbon dioxide we are again inhaling. Correct? No? It is actually a troublesome to our life. Right? Then once I know the target segment, I need to reach to that target segment. This is very important in the product market fit. Reaching. Okay, how are we reaching? When are we reaching? See, this all questions need to be answered. How are we reaching? When are we reaching? Where are we reaching? Okay, anyway, whom we are reaching we know from the first level itself. Okay, then once we are reaching to the right person or the right target audience, then we need to understand if we are going to bring out a new solution or a new product, we need to really know what I was started from the beginning. Okay, really we need to know the customer is facing that problem. Is it the right problem, in the right manner, to the right target segment, what I understood and took it from the first level and I reached to that same target, is it the problem to be solved perfectly to satisfy them to the fullest? Then what is the approach? This is also very much important. If we are not reaching with the proper approach to the person or a target audience or a customer, then your product will be a failure. It won't fit in the market. Then obviously the price and the cost of the product or the solution what you are going to fit into the market also makes sense. See, now 2 rupees also, 1 rupee also we are getting the mask, correct? No, earlier N95 very beginning first wave, what was the cost? Now, what is the cost in a right scenario? I am getting it for N95 branded. And even N95 came with only one company initially in the first wave in 2020, in India especially. But right now, how many companies are given the same 3-layered N95 mask? Okay, then time, very much important. The time makes the sense to hit the market or fit into the market. When are we going to fit into the market? Simply I cannot say I am bringing mangoes. Okay, if the mangoes won't come, okay, now in Bangalore we get it throughout the 365 days, no doubt about it, I do agree, but right now everything is there. Okay, with lot of chemical, not organic, not naturally coming with a monsoon, what it should come in particular Uttarayana or Dakshinarayana. We are not bothered. Now everything is coming because of all artificial things are happening in our farming, artificial things are happening. Throughout the year we get everything. Okay, but earlier, 10 years down the line, we could see our lifestyle. Minimum 10 years back or 15 years back, we could see that seasonal fruit means in the season only we used to get it because it was natural. It was organic, purely natural. Okay, so we used to eagerly wait 15-20 years back. Oh, when the watermelon season will come, when we will get the famous in Chikballapur, Avrekai. Okay, so a lot of things happen. Okay, so the time also makes sense for the product market fit to success. And next parameter is not communicating. See, I got the product, I know who are my target, I know how to reach them, and I know even the time I have got very good approach also, and price and costing is also very much feasible compared to the other product which is there already in the market, which is a sustained product. But if I'm not communicating the differentiation, in what way I am different, my product is different. See, you also got the mask and other person also got the mask manufacturing company. But in what way you can justify that how much you are different from the other? So there lies the collapse or the failure of that particular product which cannot be fit into the market. Then there are a lot of success stories of the product market fit. I can list out Oyo, okay, Ola and Uber, right? And even in the food, if I give it, very successful story is Swiggy. Okay, still n number are there. I'm not just taking it. I'm not going to miss out anything if the time was there. But see, just think about it. Where we can fit in, and how they have fit into, and how they came, and how they are sustaining with the millions of rupees of profit in a short span. Right. So earlier Uber, Ola bought in the cab concept of cars only because only affordable persons would have been used. Now Ola, Uber came into picture of autos also. Right. Now Swiggy wonderfully sustaining in the food industry, supplying and delivering the food wherever, whichever the location of the demographic, geographic or demographic place or the location you are, it will be servable. But Food Panda, there was one more person came into picture in the market. Actually speaking, he could not. He is a failure. It's a real-time example of the failure. So a lot of examples we can take it in terms of mobiles also, because all of us use mobiles. All of us are very much dependent on this mobiles. Okay, earlier bar phones was there 20 years back. Okay, bar phones means it was like a geometry kind of a big. Our wireless cardless phones were also very big at that moment. Okay, so then the bar phones went, and the technology grown up 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G like that. Then again the smartphones came into picture. But is it all the companies of smartphones are sustained in the market? There are a number. But he has to sustain means same product MI, correct? Same product Apple. Okay, but MI gives 4 Pro, 5 Pro, 6 Pro, 7 Pro, etc. But he is still trying to communicate in what way he is different, from the existing product of other XYZ company. So a lot of examples we can give it, like how they have fit into the market with a success rate. So there that success rate comes in terms of quantifying measures in terms of the growth or scaling. Okay. Sir, is it I got sufficient time, or I need to wind up by 1:30 sharp? Can you hear me, sir? Another another 5-10 minutes. Another 5-10 minutes is okay.
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
Sir. Thank you, sir. So like this, the lot of I mean the parameters also I can tell you why it has been failed. The food panda failed, or bounce. See, these are the success stories I said. Ola, Uber, and all. Why the bounce could not be successful in the market? It was being given by our own college, like our sister concerned RV college students who are all engineers. And they started this particular bounce concept of giving the source to destination, the traveling through with a minimum of amount, what they got it as a pricing amount from the one of the hackathon event. But they could not sustain. Do you know that? Why? Because they could not really take care of maintaining. Okay, they used to leave the what is that two-wheelers side by road, on the flyovers, wherever they feel like. Once they reach the destiny, they used to put it, because it's not their own. No, the customer, why the customer will bother? Customer bothers only from source to destination. I need to reach with a very less cost. Okay, I reach it through the bounce. But is it I'm bothered like in what condition I'm throwing it and I'm putting it, it is in the sunny, whether the fuel is there or engine will start for the next customer or not. I was not bothered, because I'm the customer. My usage is only using that product and giving it back, or leaving there wherever I have been choiced as the target. But bounce could not really sustained, because they were not at all able to maintain and give a better service and communicating with the whole market, where they could not fit in their product. But Oyo, very much successful, very much. He started understanding his own problem in the Delhi, the boy, very youngster fellow, okay, 19 years old if I'm not wrong, but he started with a very minimal, with very much against with the family members and all, but still he started. But right now we can see in the demographic area, every 300, 400, 500 meters we get one Oyo. Okay, and even Ola, Uber, as I mentioned. Okay, so like this, when I take a lot of examples, we can take it into picture, which are the pioneers in the market, like Nokia, failures. I don't say that they completely failed, but they could not fit their products in a right way, in a right time, to the right target with the right pricing. Their approach was not good. And the digital cameras also. Is it we all use any old cameras or digital cameras? Even myself, I'm not using my Sony camera, which I have spent 15 or 20K, almost 15 years, 20 years back, if I'm not wrong. Because Kodak was there as the Kodak company. Okay, so we could see that Kodak and Kodak and Nokia. Okay, they were the pioneers. They mint their money. They have touched the whole world. They were very big shots, but they could not. Okay, they could not sustain, even though they have hit the global market. It was like 15-20 years back, or 10 to 15 years back, I could say still. But now all of us, we are dependent on our smartphones only, because they could not differentiate. These people could not differentiate. They should not communicate to the customer. So that's why the scaling and the growth. How do I accelerate my growth? They could not do it in a right time, in a right path, in a right approach to the right time and target audience. So there lies the third phase, and there are a lot of reasons for the product fit, or the product market fit, or any startup to fail. As I was talking to you, we need to know the needs of the customer. We need to know very well. If I'm selling today tomato, I need to know the need of the tomato in that area, season, usage, the target audience, whether they are South Indians, they're North Indians, everything. So we need to make an understanding. If no such market need, then you can't sell the tomato there only. Okay, so there are a lot of reasons. I could just give you a few, if there is no market need, then what is the fun of making or marketing the manufacturing the product? And you might even run out of the cash. There are a lot of startups which that's why they have been failed. Okay, they bought out the new product, but they don't know how to sustain and how to fit based upon all these parameters to make them to be the pioneers in the world. Okay, in the IT, I mean in the startup market. Okay, so like this, when I thought of actually running a YouTube video. It's a wonderful animated video, to be frank. If the time permits, I can really run it. It's wonderful actually, but here it's a PDF. I cannot run it. I need to go to this particular link, and I need to open it. Please watch it out. There is an animated video too, very simple 2 or 3 minutes video to make every one of us to understand what is this problem solution fit or product market fit through an animation, through a cartoon. Okay, so wonderful it is. And even we could not ignore the customers. If we ignore the customer, if we doesn't see the focus of the customer, so we will lose our business. We cannot fit our product into the market. So as I said, there are a lot of real-time successful product examples and real-time failure examples also. So successful, I could say that Oyo, Ola, Uber, a lot more. I cannot say that. I just took 2-3. Okay, in terms of real estate or the providing the accommodation facilities very easily, in an easy approach and easily reachable, easily reviewable, and hit the market with the billions of money, 3,000 billions, I think, if I'm not wrong, exact figure I'm not remembering. So Ola, Uber also, they are hitting the market. But when it comes to the real-time failures, I could say Food Panda in terms of food. Food Panda. This is one example, and even the Kodak company. Okay, which I already told you. So like this, I can tell you n number. There is no limit for the failures or successful product market fit or failure market fit. So there are a lot of key metrics to be considered to withstand ourselves as the startup owners, or to fit our problem, solution or product market in a right way. Means we need to look into a lot of parameters as the key metrics. So how do the users find you, and do the users have a great first experience in terms of activation, retention, revenue, referral. See, before the product market fit, these two are the important metrics. So activating and retention. So you need to know, like, the first experience is the biggest and the great experience, and always we use this as an English phrase, isn't it? First experience is the great experience. So do your users have this experience of your product before you could launch it, or before you could bring that and fit into the market? And do you think that when I walk into today supermarket XYZ, is it you are expecting me to be coming back next week also and next month also? There is a lot of examples you can give it. See, the oil packets, okay, or any kind of a grocery item or a cosmetics. I think the audience, I could say that your fashion cosmetics is the wonderful market, to be frank. Still sustainable market. Still people are experiencing and experimenting, but still people are back of it. Okay, so like that we can bring out. So the first two metrics which are most important as a value metrics before the product to be fit into the market. Then we need to worry about the growth metrics, because once the product is fit into the market, we need to think in terms of scaling. or our growth is also matters. The growth metrics are your acquisition, how well the market can be acquired. Okay, then reference, as I said, a lady can do marketing for you. Okay, a lady, a one woman or a one man, I'm not biasing any gender here, mouth to mouth marketing, this is most important. Who speak, whether men or women, but still that referral. And even you can understand this also, lot of gimmicks and lot of the strategies play to make the product to be fit in the market, isn't it? So the referral code, the discounts they offer, and they say that today if you buy the 40% discount on the jewelry of Tanishq today, isn't it? If the lady is very much worried about buying the jewelry, she see that, oh, for 100 rupees I am getting 40 rupees less. Today no making charge, the referral. I purchased immediately, I referral, because these people give me the offer of a goodie. Okay, they say that, ma'am, you will get a goodie today if you register, or if you refer, you message. They use a lot of tactics, isn't it? So those are the growth metrics wherein the sustainability of the product comes into the picture to fit into the market. So this is one simple pictorial representation of the proven, the three phases or the three stages which have been put into a picture, animated picture, so which depicts us to very easily understand the problem solution fit or a product market fit. So very first one is prove that there is a problem. So without head and tail understanding about the problem, you cannot enter into solving it. You should know it. Even in our day-to-day life also, I'm telling you, you must understand where really there is a problem with the customer. There are 10 problems, but among 10, which is the problem? If the problem is a problem, then only the problem can lead to a solution. So then the second thing is we need to prove that our solution solves the problem. Then prove that they will pay for you. When I'm giving a solution, when I'm giving the marks, they pay me. They pay me in terms of putting a namaskaram, or they pay me saying that my child has done very well. Today my child is in this position. Thank you, madam. That thank you is a payment which is being given to a teacher. So then prove that you can scale down. So today I am reaching to 20 people. Tomorrow I have to reach to 400 people. Day after tomorrow 1000 people. So that scaling is also most important for a product market fit, or to sustain as a startup or an entrepreneur, a successful startup or an entrepreneur, or a successful product giving to the society or country or throughout the world. So this is a simple quote that the key to the winning is find your product or a market fit before you run out of the money. Yes, obviously. In the race, whatever you are trying to do it, whether you are going to enhance and improvise your existing product, and you convince the market and the target audience in a right way, right manner, right place, right approach, right costing, right efficiency, right outcome, then only you can sustain. So before you should think that I'm spending 1 rupee, so I should be satisfied. If I'm spending 10 rupees, whether I'm satisfied with that 10 rupee or not, I need to see. Not that today I invested 10 rupees and I should not wait for 365 days that the 10 rupees is grown into 20 rupees. No. Okay, but there are certain market strategies where the products, once I invest, I cannot immediately look back into the profit the next day or the next moment, but still I need to figure out this particular key point to be always in mind as a startup owner or an entrepreneur, that find out your product in a right way, right manner, right place, right target, with the right time and the right service to fit in to the market before you lose your investment. So you should not run out of the money for investing again. So this is about the product market fit or solution, problem solution fit. A beautiful two quotes, what I felt like wonderful, touching all of us. And it is not like only an entrepreneur or a startup owner to think about these quotes or think about these terminologies. It's all our livelihood, what we face, what we come across from morning wake up to night sleep. We face all these, and we have to incorporate a lot of strategies to make our life very happy, very soothing and healthy. Otherwise, nothing can be achieved in our life. So please think about it. You're all young entrepreneurs, or you may become your successful entrepreneurs in the market one fine day, or immediately next day, or next month, or next year. So product market fit is all about understanding the customer and addressing their needs. Please understand, this is very, very, very much important. I'm investing 10 rupees. I must not see that when can I get it immediately 100 rupees. Let me sell that 10 rupees to 100 people today, but the same 10 rupees I can sell it to 1000 people tomorrow. So don't ever think that, oh, today I have sold for 100 members 10 rupees, so I can make 100 rupees into 1000 people. Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, so understanding the customer and addressing their needs is most important. Then the product market fit means, as I rightly started my session by this quote itself as layman perspective and understanding where we try to hit this. Okay, so putting yourself into the right market with a product or a service than satisfied with. So I could say that I am buying a pant and shoes. First, I need to see the market, then I need to see the product. Okay, whether this product is fitting perfectly in the market, I need to check that. Okay, so like that, lot of scenarios, lot of examples, lot of case studies we can give it, which daily we are experiencing it, and none of us are mostly not keen into knowing that. These are not the technical jargons which can be understandable by only startup or the thinkers, the idea bringing people or the converting ideas into the concept or the proof of concept or a prototype. It fits into everyone's life. All human beings are facing and experiencing this problem solution or product market fit in our daily life. So this is about my session to make you understand with my little knowledge what I got it as a lady, especially as a lady, as a wife, as a mother, as a teacher. From last 23 years working in this passionate profession. In between I was into software, but still there also I was a developer as well as a corporate trainer. So I was teaching my own team, my own clients. So in that experience, which makes me to understand where I need to fit myself, where I need to fit my child, where I need to make my life happy. So there actually lies the concept of this problem solution fit or product market fit. So with this, I would like to conclude and I would like to thank the entire team of organizing the SJCIT, the management, the principal sir, and the IIC team, president, vice president, and the convener for giving me the opportunity to be the part of this event as a resource person, as an outreach. A little I could share it with you as an innovation ambassador and the convener of IIC, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. I hope this would have served your a little bit knowledge or a little bit what I could say, a refresher class or a refresher session wherein you are already experiencing this. Might be I just revoked or I mean what you could say, that a recap or a refresher I would have given it to you all. So thank you one and all. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the very informative as well as very energetic talk by you regarding the product fit to the market. And I mean, this is the time for the vote of thanks. So I would request Shweta ma'am to deliver the vote of thanks.
Jai Shri Gurudev. Good afternoon, one and all. I, Shweta, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE. It's an honor for me to express my gratitude to everyone connected online today. Management and organizing committee, I would like to thank our resource person, Dr. Nirmala S. Gupta, Madam, for expressing her view on achieving problem solution fit and product market fit. Thank you, ma'am, for making the session interesting and fruitful. I would
Thank you very
extend
much.
I would extend my hearty thanks to our management for their support, and I thank our beloved principal, Sir Dr. G.T. Raju, for always encouraging and providing opportunities to organize such events. Thank you, sir. My sincere gratitude to all the head of the departments, the organizing committee of Institution Innovation Council, SJCIT, and I thank all the faculty members, students, and all the participants who attended the webinar with a great enthusiasm and made it a successful event. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Dear participants, the feedback link is available in the chat box. Or else, if you could not able to access the chat box, I'll be sharing the screen so that you can take a screenshot or whatever you can do and just give your valuable feedback. And the certificate will be issued in next 2 to 3 working days. Thank you. Thanks for attending the
Sir,
session.
any queries the children might have got, they can ask me. If they don't have means, we can close it.
Okay. Okay. I
Any
mean,
queries or
participants,
if anything,
if you have any
let
queries or
us know.
questions,
Young buddies and young and energetic future entrepreneurs or startup owners or product developers, you can talk to us.
so participants, anybody is having any queries or any questions?
Okay, sir. Might be I would have really justified the lively case study session to refresh the daily routine life to the products. What I took it as an example might be helpful to them. Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for attending.
Sir, can I leave the
Yes, ma'am, you
session?
can. Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, the entire team.
Hey,